Joining us now, Market Rebellion co-founder Jon Najarian. Cipher, I don't know if you saw, Charles Payne had a guest talking about Cipher as well.
Well, he should. I mean, it's a big story. Any of these big computer centers, whether it's just for data or if it's for mining like Cipher, that was a mining stock, Bitcoin mining primarily. And now they're using some of the extra for AI. And if you can build a big site with tens of thousands of NVIDIA chips and so forth, you can definitely use those chips for AWS, Amazon Web Services, which is like their most profitable entity within the whole company by a mile.
You know, it sounds like CoreWeave. Wasn't CoreWeave initially a Bitcoin mining data center type of place, and then they kind of did the pivot?
Yeah, most of these companies will certainly consider it now because they do these things called halvings, of course, every so many years.
Yeah.
And they get half the reward that they got the previous 4 years, sort of thing, if you're a Bitcoin miner, that is. And yet you've got the outlay of all those millions, tens of millions of dollars, perhaps, for the equivalent of a data center. You might as well use that data center for AI and so forth, especially with what Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon are willing to pay.
Not profitable. Why would I go with an unprofitable company versus something like Supermicro, which builds data centers and is profitable?
Well, that's a great question that I can't answer. I mean, you know, do I really want to buy something that is 200, you know, as a PE of 200 versus something that's more tangible that I can understand, like Supermicro, like you say, or CoreWeave, or Vertiv, VRT.
Yeah.
These are all companies that are involved in that same space, some of them with liquid-cooled racks and so forth for those data centers. And that's in demand, just like NVIDIA chips are in demand. So what would I rather, Liz? I'd rather have something that's selling something at a profit, like Jensen Huang's company does with their chips, versus something that's just, okay, well, we make just enough to pay the bills on this. But Cipher is also there are some companies out there that are also very much in the renewable energy space. So their costs are much cheaper.
Yeah, and it just looks like with all these deals today alone, the money's still flowing.
Yep.
Jon Najarian, my thanks to you. And here we go, the closing bell on this first day of trade for the month of November.